Good evening. This is Tuesday's edition of Prime TV News live with me, Lahiru Aduke. As usual, let's take a look at the headlines first. The President promises to solve the current political crisis within 7 days. A petition challenging interim order issued by the Court of Appeal. 10 interceding parties against petitions challenging a dissolution of Parliament. Secretaries to the ministries instructed to fulfill their duties. And in news overseas, the UN General Secretary warns about climatic changes. Now, starting off with our top story tonight, President Maithripala Sirisena emphasizes that the current political crisis in the country will be resolved in 7 days. The President was speaking at the SLFP convention, which commenced at the Sugatadasa Indoor Stadium in Colombo. President Sirisena also noted that he welcomes the verdicts given by the judiciary. The convention commenced under patronage of Chairman of the SLFP, President Maithripala Sirisena. The party's song was sung following the religious observances. Addressing the gathering, President Maithripala Sirisena highlighted that cause of the present political crisis is the leader of the UNP, Ranil Wickremesinghe. He stressed that he will never appoint Ranil Wickremesinghe as the Premier again, though 225 MPs of the House would sign demanding to appoint him for the said position. The President stated that it is not due to a personal rift with Ranil Wickremesinghe, but his policies. He noted that the far-right and neoliberal political ideology of Ranil Wickremesinghe deteriorates the country drastically. An appeal has been filed with the Supreme Court by Mahinda Rajapaksa against the interim order issued by the Court of Appeal, restraining him and his cabinet from functioning.
In his appeal, Mahinda Rajapaksa points out that the interim order does not comply with the legal provisions of its erroneous. He requests the Supreme Court to declare the interim order as unlawful. The appeal court petition further notes that the Court of Appeal has no authority to issue such orders. The petitioner also requests to nullify the interim order issued by the Court of Appeal and issue another interim order for that till the appeal is heard in the Supreme Court. Meanwhile, several parliamentarians, including Dr. Vijayadasa Rajapaksa, Chamal Rajapaksa, Dinesh Gunawardena and Johnston Fernando, have challenged the interim order issued by the Court of Appeal. 122 parliamentarians, including UNP leader Ranil Wickremesinghe, have been named as respondents in the appeal petitions, in addition to 49 cabinet ministers and deputy ministers.
10 petitions have been filed before the Supreme Court as interceding parties against the fundamental rights petitions that have been filed challenging the Gazette that was issued by the President to dissolve the Parliament. 10 parliamentarians Anura Priyadarshana Yapa, W.D.J. Seniviratna, Sriyani Vijay Lakshman Vasanta Pereira, Anuradha Jayaratna, Chandima Virakodi, Pavitra Vanyarachi, Sisira Jayakodi and Chandrasiri Gajadira have filed the petitions. The Attorney General informed the Apex Court that a fundamental objection will be filed against the interceding petitions. Now, a special discussion was held with all the secretaries to ministries under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena at the Presidential Secretariat today.
The Court of Appeal issued an interim injunction temporarily restraining the Prime Minister and his cabinet of ministers. The President has given instructions to all secretaries of the ministries to fulfill their respective duties and responsibilities according to the laws of the country, continuously without any disruption. Further, in this context, President has already given the necessary orders to all state services, tri-forces and the police to fulfill their duties and responsibilities with commitment towards the general public of the country and for the national security.
The Conference on Women's Development and Sustainable Peace, which was organized by the Women's Corps of the Sri Lanka Army, commenced in Colombo under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena.
The conference is being held at the BMICH. The event was organized under the purview of Army Commander to create a parley, for discussing about the contribution of women towards strengthening peace and harmony. More than 450 female professionals represented the conference from different fields. Meanwhile, the medical exhibition organised to mark the 25th anniversary of the Sri Jayawardhanapura University was opened under the aegis of President Maithripala Sirisena. Titled Vedasa 2018, the exhibition will be held till the 8th of this month at the BMICH. The aim of the exhibition is to educate general public on better practices to keep physical and mental health sound. The event also features documentaries, dialogues and seminars relating to health communication.
The case against parliamentarian Arjuna Ranatunga on entering into the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation premises and assaulting its employees will be taken up before the Colombo Magistrates Court on the 4th of January.
The complaint against Arjuna Ranatunga was considered before Colombo Magistrate Lanka Jayaratna today. The Colombo Crimes Division told the courts that statements have been recorded from 26 people in this connection. The court ordered the Colombo Crimes Division to report about the progress of the investigations pertaining to the incident. Meanwhile, the case against former Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa and 7 others will be heard before the Special Permanent Trial at Bar on daily basis from 22nd of January. The attorney at law appeared on behalf of the defendant stated that his party expects to file preliminary objections. The Attorney General said that all documents pertaining to the case that have been requested by the defendant party have been submitted in due course. Accordingly, the case will be taken up again on the 3rd of January to inquire about the reception of requested documents by the defendants. Gotabaya Rajapaksa and defendants have been accused of misappropriation of state funds when constructing D.A. Rajapaksa Memorial Museum. Meanwhile, the court ordered to produce written submissions of the case against Johnston Fernando on the 2nd of next month. Johnston Fernando has been litigated by the Bribery or Corruption Investigations Commission for not presenting annual income statements during his tenure as minister. The case was taken up before the Colombo Chief Magistrates Court today.
Several parliamentarians of the UNP visited state media organizations without an invitation today. Parliamentarians Mujibur Rahman, Ashu Marasinghe, J.C. Alavatuwala, Rohini Kaviratna and Sandeep Samarasinghe are among the group that visited the state media organizations. The parliamentarians who arrived at the Sri Lanka Rupawahini Corporation had a discussion with the chairman. They have also gone to Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation and had asked them to work impartially. The parliamentarians who visited the Ministry of Mass Media had ensued a discussion with the Secretary to the Ministry, Sunil Hettiarachchi. Still at home, the Yuktiye Handa organization points out that the state media organizations are in big trouble due to bad policies of the recent administration during last few years.
Convener of the Yuktiye Handa, Sudharman Radaliyagoda, said that some personalities who bragged for a just society have taken money from back channels. He added that they will reveal another set of names of people who have taken funds from the Road Development Authority inappropriately by next week. He noted that Minister Lakshman Kirwella has been engaged in nepotism and corruption. Sudharman Radaliyagoda stated that the state media organizations have been dealt with a severe blow during the recent years and their ratings have also gone down. The independent television network, which used to occupy the top position in the ratings at the end of the year 2014, is now at the 7th position. He pointed out that 5 advisors who do not deserve the positions had been appointed for the ITN and they had been paid 200,000 rupee allowance during the recent years. Sudharman Radaliyagoda further stated the future of the country should be determined by the general public and not by 225 individuals. Attorney at law Lalit Piyum Pereira said that the political crisis in the country has worsened and the judiciary has also been baffled with the trouble. He pointed out that the best solution is to call a general election to quell the political crisis. Milinda Rajapaksa pointed out that the conflict among the executive powers, Constitutional Council and the judiciary is rejected by the youth. He noted that it is imperative to hold a general election to exercise their franchise.
Another suspect has been arrested in connection with the killing of 2 policemen in Baunatiu, Batiklo. The 2 police officers had been assassinated while they engaged in their duties at a roadblock. The two officers were attached to the Vaunathiu police station in Batiklo. Police investigations in regard to the incident are in progress. The first suspect of the incident was nabbed by police earlier. The second suspect is reported to be a resident of the Kannan Kuda area. Meanwhile, the police has retrieved some CCTV footage in connection with the killing of a student in Mathura.
The CCTV footage has revealed an incident linked with assault in the deceased student in the morning of the same day. It was revealed that the victim had been attacked inhumanly at the Mathura bus stand in the morning too. According to police, a group of people, including the chief suspect of the incident, had beaten the student seriously. Meanwhile, the second and third suspects of the Mathura student assassination case were identified by 3 witnesses today. The suspects were identified at an identification parade conducted at the Mathura magistrate. A student who was attending a tuition class in Mathura was killed on the 24th of this month by attacking with a sharp weapon. 3 suspects are in remand custody in connection with the assassination. Second suspect is Javera Muhandiramge Tunudu Vimukti and third is Ushan Disanayaka. The chief suspect of the case, Jatunga Kankanamge Sitija Saundarya, was also produced before the courts. Cross-examination was conducted with 3 students who were assaulted by the culprits along with the deceased. The suspects were ordered to be remanded till the 10th of next month.
Now, 1 person is killed and 3 others sustained injuries in a road accident took place in Ahangama.
The accident was resulted as a passenger bus and a van collided head-on at the Kathalua junction in Ahangama of the Gaul-Mathura main road. A foreign couple was travelling by van and the driver of it was killed. It is revealed that the accident was caused as the driver of the van has fallen asleep. Meanwhile, 6 people sustained injuries at a road accident in the Puliyankulama area of the Vaunia-Kabitigul road. The injured people were rushed to the Vaunia General Hospital. The van that carried the people toppled at the Puliyankulama area.
And finally, on the home scene, customs officials at the Katunayaka International Airport seized a stock of illicit foreign cigarettes worth 2.6 million rupees. 2 suspects were also taken into custody with the illicit cigarettes. They had attempted to smuggle foreign cigarettes hiding in their travelling baggage. According to the customs officials, there were more than 48,000 cigarettes in the cartons. Deputy Director of the Customs Department, Vipula Minuanpitiya, stated that further investigations are being carried out. Well, that's all we have from the Prime TV News Desk for today, but we'll be back tomorrow. Till then, you can log on to www.itnnews.lk for more information. Have a good night.